Here it is, Yoshi. We're gonna say goodbye to Pizza Joe for the last time.
Oh, Pizza Joe. I mean, I suppose this pizza has been in the oven for, what, almost 2 years, so...
It is burnt to an absolute crisp.
It's time to retire the pizza.
Weirdly, if you go through the temple a second time, these treasure chests pop up. So you could potentially miss this if you just go straight to fighting Bellum.
That's pretty funny. I wonder if it was like, there's no way they're never gonna come back for the secret prize, just put it in there.
I mean, I don't know why that is. But let's do it. Oh god, the infinite staircase.
I don't know if Pizza Joe can really backwards long jump, but I'd be impressed if he could.
If anyone could, it'd be Pizza Joe.
Yeah. I'm sorry I doubted you.
Toots just time warps in a dive roll.
He toots his way up, if you will.
Now, Bellum as an actual creature... yeah, ain't that much to write about.
Looks pretty stupid, actually.
Now, we did Kirby 64 recently. This looks kind of like a Kirby boss.
Yeah, and honestly, it's kind of a letdown compared to the other bosses. This kind of looks like a mid-boss, actually.
Yeah, like something you would fight in one of the temples.
Maybe they're trying to sidewind us, like they're making us think that Bellum's the bad guy, and then there's like a cool surprise twist. That it's somehow Ganondorf.
After you stabbed him through the head.
Yeah. But it's actually just frozen in stone Ganondorf. But he's just on like a little platform with wheels on it.
So he doesn't even fight you back, you just have to kill him anyway.
Yeah.
Now, the first round with Bellum is pretty easy. Just drag him over and then slap him in the eye. Second round, we have to go up the stairs and shoot down the eyes on his little fins. He's gonna lose his grip on these pillars and fall back into the water, and then we attack him some more. He's going to send sludge eyeballs after us.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. Like, after the 3 arrows missed, I'd be like, you know what? I don't need to do this, so I'm just gonna...
They're not that much of a threat.
So it makes me wonder, does Bellum just stay unconscious until you descend down the stairs?
Well, he did politely wait for us.
Well, that's nice of him. I'm glad he has some sort of manners.
The only way to do it. Or maybe not, because that did 1 damage.
Well, that's alright. I mean, Bellum can't do anything else, it seems.
At least not yet.
I gotta say, this is probably the only Zelda villain where I have to wonder, so why are you in this game?
Yeah.
I don't think about that about the other bosses.
What are you doing? Hey, where'd he go?
Because I have to say, Tentacle Fly Swatter attack is not what I would think for Zelda boss fight.
Okay, so if he can float anyway, why does it matter if I knock him down? This just confirms my theory, frankly, that Bellum was an afterthought.
Yeah, I can believe in that theory, to be honest. I would imagine that's actually what happened. It feels like the DS aspect of Phantom Hourglass was the appeal.
It was the point, it was the pitch.
Yeah, that was it. Like, alright, It's on the DS. Sold. Let's make it. Alright, fuck. And I feel like, honestly, it's a Wind Waker sequel just because, well... Now, they couldn't do Twilight Princess on DS, but they did remember that they made a Wind Waker a few years back.
It would have been amazing if they tried.
Yeah, like this exact size, but Twilight Princess.
It would be even uglier somehow. They probably went with Wind Waker because the art style would fit mostly on the DS.
Yeah, like it translated well enough for it to work. Because the only other thing I could have thought of was sprites, but clearly they're trying to demonstrate the 3DS can do 3D. I mean, the DS can do 3D, or 2.5D.
Ew, I remember that. Gotta go eat it.
It reminds me of another time, middle school. I'm getting away.
Run. Thank God I'm here to tell you.
I had superpowers the whole time.
Well, luckily Bellum hadn't digested the memory, so we just made him spit it up. And now Ciela can do something special for us, something that I have a lot of trouble getting to work. It really is just like you're playing a game with your friends out on the playground, and somebody decides, oh no, wait, I'm the spirit of courage and time. You can't hit me.
It's the one kid who decided to be a vampire, but the sunlight was out, and so he had to come up with like a second power that made him really special.
This multi-layered arena is also obnoxious because it takes forever to get anywhere. There's just invisible walls everywhere.
I wish this was like done in cutscenes so it could at least be funny that Pizza Joe has to run all the way down to the first floor.
But here's where Ciela's new special ability comes in. You would think it'd be easy to pull off, but believe me, I am trying and I just plain can't. No, guys, I could stop time. You have to stand still.
Wow, that would have been good to know and way more useful like a million years ago.
So Ciela spits out a phantom sphere, and then an hourglass is going to appear at the bottom. So we have to draw on the touchscreen a figure 8. That sounds pretty easy, doesn't it? This is like 2 minutes later. It just plain does not work. There we go. Now you have to run over to him. You really need to pull it off while Bellum is nearby you so you can get as much damage as you can. But as he's standing still, just attack his eyeball.
I did like how Bellum was in front of you during that whole explanation. Let me show you how time works.
And I did it every which way. I did a figure 8 and an infinity symbol just in case. Neither of them really worked. Luckily I pulled it off when I can't hit Bellum.
Goody. This really feels like they implemented it just because it was on the DS. The ability is cool, sure, but it comes out directly out of nowhere because they remembered, oh yeah, we made a game mechanic about an hourglass, and we barely use it.
Gesundheit. Let's go in after him.
I mean, it's not enough that we already have our cool, Phantom Hourglass sword. We also need to be able to stop time with the fairy.
Coming for you!
Alright, he really could have just taken a step back, first of all. Secondly, the way the shot was made, it made it seem like he was just gonna get hit like a Wile E. Coyote cartoon.
Mother.
He holds up a sign.
Old man, now's not the time to praise the sun. Incoming.
I gave birth again.
Damn it.
I hate when I do that.
I landed on your gut. Which is where my brain is.
I really thought he was gonna shove him and be like, get off me, kid.
No, it's me, now thank me.
This old man really pisses me off because he has all these powers that he could have demonstrated from the get-go. I'm trying to possess you, Pizza Joe.
I see it, I see everything.
Kiss and make up now.
That's not what I was talking about. I was saying, look at this statue. I don't remember putting it here.
I got a follow-up question for you, kid. What is that?
With that one sound effect going on in the background, I know that's the engine, but it sounds like Ciela's just chewing on something. That's you! But yay, Tetra's alive!
Yay!
You owe me a lot more than that.
Hey, so about that whole ghost ship, jumping ship thing. My bad.
You fell in the water, so you know it's our bad.
Linebeck sees Tetra and he's like, hang on, we gotta get another one. And he grabs a hammer and he looks at her.
Surely liven up the place. Fucking dick.
I like Linebeck. Despite everything.
Thank you too, Mr. Cheekbones.
Thank you, Mr. Linebeck. His guts internally implode. Nobody's ever said that to me before.
I want Ciela to bite him on the face.
Ciela bites him on the face. Ah, my 7th wedding.
Come, David, I am God. Oh no.
Oh no, it's... You know, Tetra, I feel really bad for you. Just all the time.
You know what, I was a good pirate until I stopped thinking.
I don't blame you, Pizza Joe, my life sucks.
Oh, it's the sky, okay. So is it a coral reef?
I thought, did somebody spill a slushie and they left it in the game? Hey look, the ghost ship's in the background. It's relevant again and stuff.
Crash. That's kind of what happened. I
thought it would be like fusing itself and covering the whole ship and, like, becoming a different form, but
Yeah.
it just looks like it's dirty now. Like, oh, it's filthy. Way to go.
I don't remember getting chickenpox, but I imagine this is what it was like.
Possess in quotes.
It was his. I possessed my car when I went for a drive.
I got inside of it. Possession.
And now we just drive into the boat and shoot out the eyeballs. Try not to let it shoot you. I think if you shoot the blobs that fires back at you, you'll get some health. Occasionally.
Winning severely, Pizza Joe, I should say. Very one-sided, Pizza Joe.
It's nice that Bellum only attaches to the ship his weak points.
I really wish Bellum just, like, actually just took over the little mermaid part on the front of the ship. Just do that. Just be like a possessed mermaid. Instead of just putting your weakness on the thing you're inhabiting. You know what it reminds me of? It's kind of like in those old cartoons when a hippie's like trying to like save a tree, and so they chain themselves to a tree, and they're like, well, now they're not gonna bulldoze over me, and then they do.
You know, if we could go over to the side with the weak spots.
You won't find my only eye that exists. Aw. You know what, Pizza Joe, I'll finally say it. It's nice to meet you. My name's Linebeck.
Let's go board it while it sinks. Is what we're actually doing.
Get to it before it fully submerges. Can you imagine you sink the ghost ship and then you have to use a salvage arm to pull it back?
I don't know if I'd have liked that, because I don't particularly like the salvage arm minigame. It would have been amusing.
You have to fish out Tetra.
That I would like.
It's just like, thanks, guys. Oh, she was taking a nap.
Oh, nice one.
Good one, idiot.
And there he goes now.
Oh, shit.
It seems like all of Tetra's involvement in this game is someone looking at her in shock. I'm gonna eat you with my eye. That sword looks delicious.
I finally acquired action figures.
Now I am an action man!
Now for the real game to start.
That's all it took. Linebeck poking him in the hand.
I hope they tell stories about Linebeck saving the world.
But like at the very end, Linebeck grows a pair. It doesn't last long, though.
That was a good catch, Pizza Joe. And now, what the game has been building up to since... I'll be honest, I've been waiting for this since part 1.
Now we gotta fight Linebeck.
He was already a man of another caliber, but now he's too strong.
No, he's Noboru. So this fight can be a little bit tricky. We have to do the same damn thing with the figure 8.
But before you can, Ciela needs to make a nice special ball of sand, I'm assuming.
Something like that. The problem with trying to do the figure 8 is it feels like your attacks negate it. So like if you do a slash, anything you were drawing doesn't count.
Yeah, I feel like this was an extremely common problem in a couple of other DS games where if you try to do like a stroke of sorts, it confuses it for another one. I remember that being extremely common. Or it cancels the action of another thing. I know combat in The World Ends With You sometimes work like that depending on which pings you had.
And of course his eye has to be open. Good thing you're not smart enough to know that.
Oof! Great job, Ciela, you're the best.
Just don't battle him like that.
I'm surprised you can even handle a conversation like that.
So we kind of did. It's almost like the fights with Jolene mattered in some way, because we do the sword rubbing thing here.
Ah, so she was training us, I see. So I hope she comes out in her own suit of armor, also possessed, and...
Thank you. I like that you could also see yourself on the top screen.
Okay, I know. Okay, an idea, but one thing it's Linebeck. The other thing is, it's Linebeck. So, we can push him into the ocean, and I'm sure we'll win, is my thought.
But he's the man of the sea.
Fuck, you're right. He'll drink the ocean, and then what do you do now?
I'll be honest, I was kind of just bumble-fucking my way through this fight.
I mean, I'll admit that I do actually like the idea of a possessed Linebeck, because the boss had nothing else, and he was just like, I'll just possess you and unlock all this crazy power. So I did genuinely feel bad for him.
Come on.
I learned this from you, Pizza Joe.
Oh god, what if he did?
He was secretly a master swordsman the whole time, but he was too stupid to actually do anything about it. Too stupid, or basically just a living cryptid, so...
I don't know.
Well, that's all she wrote. That's all I got. Remember me! Who am I kidding? You won't.
Very anticlimactic.
Yeah, it just kind of ended. Even Pizza Joe doesn't know what the next line is.
Pizza Joe, swim over here. We haven't poked hands yet. Help!
Hey, so, help? Help? That would be great.
No, I'm waving you over. Please. Pizza Joe!
Pizza PJ, over here.
Did they forget the music?
I'm just assuming it's the nature of the cutscene.
It feels so empty without some music.
He turns around and there's like a million slashes on his back. Oh, he didn't possess me. I possessed him.
I pushed him into the water. Piece of Joe, was I brave? I'm not doing that again.
So that's what bravery's like. Disgusting.
I need a bath, falls in the water.
The ocean starts to drain.
Not now, listen to my music. Ooh!
I love him. Such an asshole. Since I have to rescue myself.
Do you think I can jump a mile? We'll find his corpse for you.
Us, the sands of the Hourglass? Shrug?
I'm Grandpa.
You know, one good thing came out of Finn. What? I'm sorry, what?
Want to take another run at that? Well, look at that. Oshus the whole time was basically a windfish.
Oh, cool.
I mean, only in Link's Awakening are any of these flying whales called windfishes, but they're pretty much all windfishes.
Yeah. That would actually be a pretty cool connection since we're technically in another dimension.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they haven't outright said it yet, but this is a different place. It's not the Great Ocean from Wind Waker.
Nah, it's different.
And it's the end of the game. It's not. We can spoil it now.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of like just casually just blathering about it as a joke half the time, but still, like, you obviously are not in Hyrule Oceans or anything.
I want a golden tooth.
Can you imagine after all that?
You know what, Oshus? I could really use some floss.
Here you go. Thank you. And then he flosses his teeth, and Linebeck ascends back into the heavens where he belongs.
At last I'm at peace.
He looks at Pizza Joe, you were my last test. And then he like, fades away.
Oh, you're leaving. It doesn't count. That's actually what he says.
Well, you'll never get an answer. Don't worry about it and stuff. Can we at least keep this really cool, nifty, time-powered sword? I mean, I do genuinely like his perpetually frowning face.
So long. I'm gonna miss that fairy I hate unconditionally.
I'm gonna miss... He didn't bother to learn. Yes, that was my temple. Did you like it? All 40 sublevels or so?
Let's touch hands. And also, let's get those weird dust particles off you. There you go.
My eye. Ow. Ow.
Whoa!
Oh, it's just credits.
There we have it. They were never seen again. But that was Phantom Hourglass. It's alright.
An alright game. That's an incredible face.
And because this was the outfit that he was wearing, I don't have to change it to the blue pajamas. Because of any comment that you make.
Nope, don't have to. I almost completely forgot about that.
Well, yeah, the story's not great, but as a game to play, it's pretty fun. I think the touch controls work just fine. I think the items that they give you all work really well with the touchscreen. Better than Spirit Tracks items do, even. Spirit Tracks, for some reason, they're less fun to use. I don't know why.
Maybe part of the novelty of, like, ooh, look, it's on the touchscreen, for like that really helped a lot with the first game, but for the second game, by that point, too many games already kind of got used to how it works with the DS, so they didn't really play with as many things. Because I would imagine if Spirit Tracks was the first game, the little propeller wind item, you would have to probably, like, blow into the mic as opposed to, oh, it's a button press.
You do blow into the mic.
Oh, well, never mind then.
It's just not as fun.
It's just simply not. I feel like they would probably made it a little more fun in this game.
But the story in that game is definitely better. Definitely amounts to more. This one is just, it's worth a go around as a little side story.
Yeah, a lot of it feels... I want to say that a lot of it really feels like parts of, or like early like beta tests of what can be a pretty neat Zelda game on the DS. I'm gonna die.
Well, if it amounts to anything, Yoshi, it's I'm gonna die. Oh good, our mid-credit sequence. Marin? At last you're a seagull. Can you, get off my boat?
Can you get off me?
Tetra, what did we do for your birthday?
You mean this wasn't my surprise birthday party?
Getting drunk on an evil boat and passing out?
Yeah, at the age of... how old am I?
Hey, Nico. I want the guy up there to jump down and drop kick him in the water. Our mission is undone. We must do it again.
Can you imagine? All that work. All the sword's gone too. And the shield.
Yes, ourselves.
It turns out the real friendship was the ones we already had.
Was the floorboards and the splinters in my face.
The real pain was being with you the whole time, Nick.
You sailed really far ahead in 10 minutes.
Yeah! You guys looped around a few times? No, because we weren't there.
No idea! Don't you know what we went through?
And suddenly Tetris decides to fire all of her stupid fires.
It was at least 22 parts.
Of 30 minutes and minimum sometimes. 30 minutes and below. 38 minutes sometimes.
I ate it.
I just believed that I could do it and I ate it.
And it was just a dream, and you should forget it.
Much like how we will forget parts of this adventure, but it will be canon. Well, parts of it in the next one.
I would wait.
Ooh.
But I don't get to keep the sword.
Oh, but you get the hourglass that only works in one area. Wait, doesn't that mean the next person who goes in there just dies?
And guess who's going there next? It's Linebeck!
Oh, Linebeck, you made it!
With our weird gold demon ship.
Yeah, I checked the shit. Now for the start of Legend of Linebeck.
Time for me to regress to my childhood and hate everything. But next time, starting next week, Spirit Tracks, which has been recorded at the same time, will start going public. Again, it went on at exactly the same time as Phantom Hourglass did, but for my patrons first. So if the timing, if things we refer to all seems out of whack, that's why.
Yeah. But, hey, I mean, it was fun. I mean, I kind of had a feeling that, well, knowing that Linebeck was in this game, I knew he was going to be the one we made fun of the most.
Mm-hmm.
But I gotta say, it still is nice to just kind of look back at it, because there are things that I do like about it. A lot of things about Phantom Hourglass I always think of, I wish it wasn't practically a glorified DS tech demo, because a lot of things just feel like they just added in haphazardly, or they just were like, we need a Zelda game on DS, so, I don't know, beat the Bellum monster, and, I don't know, do touchscreen stuff.
Yeah, you kind of wish it was more, but I don't know, I feel like the DS, whatever Nintendo wanted from it, it ultimately became a tech demo system. The 3DS was the real point where like, all right, let's put some real power into it.
Yeah. There were some fine quality games on DS, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I feel like Phantom Hourglass just kind of suffered the fate of, hey, you're on a brand new shiny toy, so we're gonna put all these bells and whistles on it, and in the end of the day, they're just gonna be bells and whistles, while the actual substance in the long run ends up suffering.
But there's some good bells and whistles in there, at least.
Yeah, there are some pretty shiny bells and whistles. I personally feel that Spirit Tracks is absolutely the better game and an underrated title, despite it being essentially, well, it is a sequel to Phantom Hourglass. I feel like it did things better, but of course it also had the advantage of being after Phantom Hourglass.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of things here that I feel like could be reworked or expanded upon in another game, which is why I keep wanting another game in this Wind Waker timeline. But as of yet, there just hasn't been anything so far.
I imagine by this point, with Breath of the Wild and them deciding, oh no, it's in all timelines, there's like, can we forget about the timeline thing? We're going to drop everything and just move on from here.
Yeah. Meaning if they do actually come out with a Linebeck game, I'll be like, yeah, that's canon. It's always been there.
We get Tingle, then I'll Linebeck.
That old man in the cave, Linebeck. In the first game, the NES Zelda, that's him. It's dangerous to go alone, take this, and he offers you his liver, and that's just how it is.
He unzips his chest.
Don't worry, I had that installed a week ago. Zip.
But before we close this off, a couple quick thanks. Thanks again to Skippy Granola for joining us for the first 6 parts of this. We were planning to have him for the whole LP, but he got so busy with work, we pretty much had to move on without him. And he does also join us for the first 6 parts of Spirit Tracks. So thank you again, Skippy. Sorry we couldn't have you for more. Also, thank you to Lore, aka Mischievous Art, who did the art that I put at the end of each of these videos. There's also a picture in Spirit Tracks, so I commissioned 2 pieces of art from him, and they're both great.
Well, toot toot?
Toot toot. Y'all ready for this? Toot 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 toot.